Good morning, Sagittarius. Ugh, what a morning already, right? So, anyways, and it's going to kind of feel like that kind of day with the Uranus energy being around you. Um, which really means that surprises could come your way, unexpected changes, and it very much feels like I mean, one thing we do well is roll with the punches. So like when stuff happens that's surprising, we figure out ways to make it work. And it may feel like that kind of day. Like, it's usually because we're the alchemists, right? So certain things come your way that you weren't expecting. Some it can be very likely for other people to um get overwhelmed, but you're just like, well, I'll just find another way, right? Because Uranus asks you to be unconventional, to find some outside of the box way. And they're Sagittarius because that's who we are, honestly. We don't really like doing things the regular way. And by the way, don't mind the noise. I mean, they've been trying to chop this tree down the street and I can't stop them. So, in terms of your journaling, and you'll have to let me know if this is something that you um, are liking or not. It can be something you write. It's also possible with journaling, there's so many options. You can do voice memos on your phone, you can keep a video journal yourself. I mean, it's like endless, but so I pull a card maybe to give you an idea for things to journal. And I feel like with the sun reversed, you could be not happy with the way things are going. And usually when we're not, that is the time to do the work. Like especially when it comes to gratitude, because I feel it myself too. Like, it's kind of a reminder that things aren't that bad. So you might want to do a little written work with gratitude. You can make a gratitude list. You can write a gratitude letter. It's really a good idea to write gratitude every morning. I've kind of gotten off track with the morning journaling, but it is really a good idea to write 3 things you're grateful for every day. And the Two of Swords is here. So that's really interesting. What are 2 things you're not seeing or you don't want to see? You know? Because the Two of Swords, it isn't, it's like 2 things that we're avoiding. It isn't that we can't see them. We're choosing to be blindfolded in this situation because we don't want to make a decision. So what are 2 things you're avoiding? You know? What is it you don't see, Sag? And your affirmation of the day, I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. I love this. I love this. I think that's so beautiful. And we haven't done them in a while. So let's get on with the day. Okay, Sag, we got all the things here, all the things. So at the end of the reading, we'll also do mystery cards, and then I will delve deeper into that and anything that needs a deeper look in the extended as well as a future prediction just for that group. So, yay! Okay, so first let's get to your tea, right? Because these are tea cards. They're full of tea recipes, but it's to bring you the energy that you're needing, right? So that should tell you something. So I mean, you may need more energy in general, especially if you're feeling a little sluggish, because refreshing is here. And the recipe for that is, in a jug of water, or however you might make tea. It's blueberry, lemon, and rosemary. And it says to, in a jug, um, put like blueberries. It says half a punnet, but I'm thinking like, a container or whatever. And a sprig of stripped rosemary. Add the juice of a lemon, a spoon of honey, and a quart of water, and chill in the refrigerator. Okay. That seems easy, because some of these recipes are so complicated. I'm like, people just don't have that shiz, right? But this one's super easy. Apple and ginger. I just got ginger today, and this will it will attract balance to you. Very nice. Slice 2 apples and a piece of ginger in a pot with 3 cups of water. Simmer for 10 minutes. Cool slightly, then blend till smooth. Drink while still warm. And I don't think you even necessarily need to blend it. You can just take the apples out. You know what I mean? Strain it or whatever. That's what I do when I'm putting together homemade brews. So there's your brewskis of the day. So let's get on with it, because the vibe is real interesting. And I didn't even need the 3 cards, because it's the same message. Now, it's a message to trust yourself. Sometimes when we get intuitive messages, we are like, oh, I don't know, can I believe this? There's no evidence of this. And I feel like that might be what goes on. Like, you get an intuitive nudge or an intuitive message, and you have some doubts about it. Like, I don't know if I can believe this, or I just want to believe it, right? Well, Spirit's saying, believe it. Believe it. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you know the truth. So, that might require some reflection. We'll take a look at what that's about. And what's interesting is what's here on the bottom is that you may be walking away from a painful situation. Some of you. You want change, and with the 5 of Swords being here, this is what you're willing to do. I just see Sagittarius lately has really been standing on so much business, and that's where, when I say standing on business, it's like you are telling people, well, I'm willing to do this, or this is what we're going to do. And I don't know what you're going to do, but this is what I'm going to do. And I'm not moving. I'm not changing my mind. Period. That's standing on business for me. It's like making yourself known and being an immovable force. It's so 7 of Wands-ish. But with the Death card, it's like something here has to end. And you're willing to walk for it to end. That's how strong you feel about this. And it may be something that has been a long time coming. 6 of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Strength card. Because you're facing a truth here that we can't, if we keep doing this, the hurt or the pain just increases. It just gets worse and worse all the time instead of getting better. And so something needs to give. It's that energy, Sag, honestly. And, so you're like, I'm here for that. And you've made this decision, and I don't care if I stand alone in this. I don't care if that means, everyone's mad at me, whatever. whatever. So let's talk about what Sag is getting in. Oh, look at this. I'm talking about all that, and the Three of Swords is here. This is like being tired of hurting, or tired of the problems, or tired of the pain. Let's take those arrows out. You know? Yeah, I do. I feel that. Okay. So let's see what you're getting intuitive nudges about. What does Sag need to trust themselves about? Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, the world. Yes. I'm doing the world dance. You can't see it. But every time the world comes up, oh, I get this sparkly chill and just do the world dance. Why? Because that means everything's getting better. That means you've learned all you needed to learn. Yep. The world, the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So I mean, and I think, I feel like we've seen this before. Right? And it could, for some, this could have to do with a move, because we are seeing two moving cards here. But, I do feel as if you know that something's going to happen, that something is going to get better and start moving. It's taken a long time. And the Four of Cups, you know it's coming, and it's like you want to make sure that you don't miss it, right? So there's also maybe even a yen to be ready for it, right? Very interesting. Something about your situation is, you may be getting impatient in the waiting area of things, especially with the Four of Cups. Like, that's like that question, did I miss it? Did it? No, I don't think you have. I don't think you have. So this is interesting too, because what's going on around you, right? And we saw from the affirmation, like, be a prayer for others, right? So this is really about, it may end up being a giving day, a day in which you show kindness to others, or help out others, do things for others. And I do feel like that's what's happening here. There's someone in your orbit who is overwhelmed. And what you see, because we're Sagittarians, we're the guides, we're the teachers, right? Is that they're making it too complicated. They don't need to feel like this. They're making it too complicated. And I feel like you're going to show them that, and show them how they can simplify something. Welcome to Virgo season, because that's essentially Virgo. Virgo is about the steps and wants to show you how to make things simpler. So you're doing that. You're okay. And to be honest, this could be, it could have something to do with computers, or this could be like, because there's digital, this is a digital connection. So this could be with someone that online, or say an online friend, or maybe someone having an online issue. Because I feel also like if this is something that this person like frequently runs into, you take the time to figure out why. That's definitely a Sagittarius. I don't know about y'all, but I cannot rest until I have a solution to a problem. I cannot take problems. So this, I kind of feel, and if you look at this card here, like this is someone who's having those type of issues. So maybe you show them how to make things simpler. And that doesn't mean that you have to be digitally impressive, you know, or you don't have to be a techie for that. You're just showing someone how to do it and how to prevent getting in this space in the first place. So tell me about overload. Five of Cups. Yeah, it's the way they're doing it. The Hermit. And that's Virgo. Like they're, Ten of Swords. They're in effect they're causing their own issues, right? And they don't really need to. It's the way they're doing it. And maybe this is a person who's kind of always done things the same way. But you're showing them something because the Hermit's here. That's shining light on, they're it essentially causing their own problem. Okay. So relationally, this is interesting, and so the thin veil came up because I felt like, because the magical messages card came up, I had to see what it was that your dreams were telling you. Okay. So I don't know. This also feels like a highly intuitive time for you, Sag. Maybe because of the eclipses. So there can be a lot that happens in dreams when it comes to eclipses. So, keep a notebook on your bed. Practice lucid dreaming. So that I have a hard time remembering when I wake up too. But there's someone coming through. And this is a past life partner who wants to nurture something with you. And past life doesn't mean your ex or a person from your past. We do have, partners in other lifetimes who will show up in our current, because we have things to work out from our past lives. Believe that or don't believe it, right? But it's funny because it could be in the dream that you feel this person coming, and there's a veil that's thinning, perhaps because of the eclipse, and it is where you're able to see things more clearly. Or the veil thinning can also, like when the veil is thin, we are very able to connect with spirits. Like there's very little, not much separating the spirit world from our world. And I don't know why, but like for this space and time, this is how this person talks to you. I don't feel like they're dead, I don't feel like they're a spirit. I feel as if they are a person, but they're reaching out to you in dreams. I wonder if they're a Scorpio, because that's really how Scorpios work. I have had whole conversations in my dreams with Scorpios, like, because that's how they communicate. But you're definitely going to get a heads up in your dreams from this person or about this person. So tell me about these dreams. Tell me about these dreams. Page of Swords. Tell me about these dreams. Oh, wow. Okay. This is interesting. The Seven of Swords is interesting too. Mm-hmm. Let's see why the Seven of Swords is here. Because I feel like this is someone who hides their feelings, honestly. Eight of Pentacles. Okay. The Knight of Swords. Oh, wow. So I feel like with this person, they're hidden from you for sure. They, you should be receiving information in your dreams about coming together with this person. Um, and it's very interesting to me that there's so much hidden about this person, because I don't really feel as if you're aware of them. I know people are going to say stuff in the comments, and I think it's great if you're in this space in your life where you moved on to something great. I very much applaud that. But they're talking about feelings here in dreams. And I kind of feel like this person, it's like the only place that they can talk about it. So maybe when they're going to bed, they talk about feelings and you know what they feel for you, because in reality they cannot do anything about this at this time. And I do feel as if it might have something to do with work, right? And once that gets settled, they're going to come in quickly and have this conversation. But there's some reason that they can't. Okay? They may seem like a person who hides from commitment, but I don't think they are. Tell me about the Hierophant. I just am hearing they want to do things the right way. Yeah. Seven of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. Like, they want to do things the right way, and they don't want to actually approach you until they have something to offer. And with them being in Page of Swords, that can be that maybe they're still in the learning phase, right? Which, I'm not saying they're a student, I'm just saying that. And this person may be an information gatherer, so they may actually keep an eye on you. Maybe even watch your social media. Who knows? If you are, active on social media. Okay. So what is supporting Sagittarius? What is supporting Sagittarius? Oh, Five of Wands reversed. Okay. Maybe there's more of a sense of community. There's definitely some sort of conflict is over. It did exist at one point, a difference of opinion. It can also be with the Hangman that you're able to, like, this is really coming together to see each other's point of view. And I think that that's a really great thing. So what's the challenge? Strength reversed. What's the challenge? Ooh. I feel like the challenge is really motivating people to do the right thing, to open up to doing the right thing. Okay, that's interesting. Very interesting. So let's see the message your guides want to leave you with. What's the parting words? Seven of Pentacles. Oh, jeez. Oh, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands and Judgment. Like, just hang in there. Better things are coming. You know, especially like in terms of new home, new people. You know, the Four of Wands is celebration. And everything that you've gone through is really going to help you going forward. You're going to see the reason for things. Going to see the reason. So let's take a look at the mystery. What is the mystery? The mystery. Oh, boy. New love, conflict, and new career. That's a lot happening at once. And it might cause problems. I don't know. Something we'll definitely take a look at in the extended. So I hope that you have the best day ever, Sagittarius. Toodles.